you're going to say, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm afraid to do it. Now, the problem is, how do you know if you try it, you're going to get it? I mean, you're going to go, you'd be sitting there like going, let's say you have a fear of watching TV, okay? I don't want to watch TV. I'm scared. There might be doggies on the TV. I don't want to watch a show. There could be dogs. And then you realize, okay, all right. Oh, this is not bad. And then maybe you see a dog. You're like, oh my God, it's a dog. And then you just realize, you go, wait a minute. Okay, fear. All right. The dog is on the TV. There is a block. Why do I have a fear of dogs on TV? Okay, I can do this little bit. I will overcome this fear of the dogs on TV. I know it sounds pretty funny, doesn't it? But people have all kind of fears. So sometimes you have to take it baby steps. It's like that TV show. You ever seen that TV show, The Golden Girls? And Golden Girls, when Dorothy was doing like the food thing, and then she like goes she gets to a guy who lives in a hotel room, a little apartment, like a studio. He's terrified to leave that hotel room. He was scared, full of scared. He wouldn't put one foot out of that hotel room. But Dorothy convinced him that he can take that one step out of the hotel room. And when he took that one step out of the hotel room, that's when he's like, oh, this is what it's like to be outside. So he took that one step out of fear to go in the hallway, realizing he's still okay. He's still living. But he was feeling little nervous. Then he went back into the studio, like he's going to catch death. And then Dorothy came back the next day, convinced him to take it further. And in reality, we probably do it a little further. So probably in reality, we go go downstairs to the next floor. And the next day you go outside. The next day you go to the car. The day after you get in the car. So basically they must fast forward it for him. And he went to the grocery store and he's all happy. Yeah, this is going well. Of course, he's scared as shit. He's scared inside, and he's actually outside the grocery store. The world is different. It looks like much better and bigger because he's realizing that all the good things is missing. And then for some reason, when he walks in, he's like that 1,000th customer, and the alarm goes off. He flips out. He runs out. He's all scared, and he gets back. Finds his way back to his hotel studio and locks himself back up. And Dorothy's like, all that work she did. But then I guess a few days later in the TV show, where they're having a party for Blanche, and then they're all having a party, and they heard the door was knocking. They opened the door, and there he was. He was like, I finally gonna take this step. I overcome fear, and he did it all by himself. He left his own studio. He found it safe to leave the building, to find a way of transportation to her house. He had the address, and then he knocked the door, and then he walked in the house. That takes a lot of bold steps. That kind of reminds me of his mother. That's why I love about that episode. It makes me think my mom a lot. I kind of cry about it. Then they have a party. He walks in the room with Blanche and all her boyfriend friends for her birthday, and when he walks in, because Blanche is not there yet, so he walks in and everybody yells, "Happy birthday!" It scares him out of his wits, and he goes running out, and then he goes running back into his studio. Now, hey, he made his step, but I'm sure in reality the guy probably would go back to his studio. He thought about it, and Dorothy probably found a way, went back, talked to him, and said, hey, look, you took all those steps. If you did it once, you can do it again. And that is the beauty. Just remember, if you do it once, you can do it twice. If you do it 3 times, the more it get easier it gets. It's like do it one time, do it a second time, it's shame or three. I don't recall the words. But I am telling you this because fear is it's a scary thing. Like for instance, from my story, for me going into acting is I need to do some networking. For me to do networking, that means I have to go to New York City. And that means I have to do it again because I did it twice. I went to New York City for Joyce Meyer and Joseph Prince, and there is CartWiz that allowed me to go drive into New York, take the GPS, drive into New York, and pay the parking. I gotta bring my money tip for the valet. But I did it twice. I went into New York City. I drove in New York City twice. I even worked and lived. I lived in Bayonne for a bit, and I did work in New York City a long time ago. So New York City is scary, but now it's like more for acting. So I'm kind of have a fear, but I keep telling myself, you did it again. But you're on your own now, so you can do it again. All I just have to do is go to CartWiz, go to New York. But the thing is, I don't like loud atmosphere people. I don't like going to concerts, so I have to overcome that. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to have accountability. So you guys, if you're paying attention to this video, you will have to watch my other videos and ask me, have you been doing going to New York City? I'm not going to New York City when it's winter time, but I'm sure I would go to New York City if it comes to auditions and stuff like that. But networking, that's very interesting. So that's all I have to say is thank you very much. And remember, fear is not your enemy. Make fear your friend. Thank you.